Alright viewers, my name is Solomon Morin. I'm the CEO of Heritage Fish Venture. My crew and I were here around somewhere of Alagbado area of Lagos State, Nigeria, as you can see, to construct an empty fish pond. Before I go more on that, I want to give you an insight of what Heritage Fish Venture is all about. In Heritage Fish Venture, what we do is numerous. We deal in construction of empty fish pond, just like this one. We also construct mobile vats, like wooden or galvanized mobile fish ponds. And we also construct concrete ponds for fish productions. We also deal in production of fingerlings, post fingerlings, juvenile, as well as grow out. We also deal in consultations. We come to farms, consult you, we give you advice and procedures on how to go about fishery. Back to the business of the day. As I said earlier on, we are around Alagbado area of Lagos State, Nigeria. As you can see, work here has commenced here about 4 days ago. This pond was actually constructed by Heritage Fish Venture somewhere about 2018, and our client called on us that we should expand it from the usual 20 by 20 feet to a very bigger one, which is 20 by 50 feet, as you can see now. So now we are still on the very first stage, which is the digging stage. And what we do in the digging stage, just as the name implies, digging, as you can see. So in this very first stage, what we do is digging, and we dig until we get to a very level where we feel it is okay. It shouldn't be more than 4 to 5 feet in depth. Well, if you want to call on us, you can call on me or WhatsApp me on 080-306-89437. Call or WhatsApp me on 080-306-89437 or 080-238-436. As we go on, I'll give you insight on more. Okay viewers, as you can see, we have come to the conclusion of the very first stage. We've dug up the pond, and this is what we have come to achieve. This pond, we have come to achieve a depth of 4 feet in depth. After digging up the pond, which is the first stage, that takes us to the second stage, which is the loading stage. In this very stage, what we do is, the very sand we dig up from the pond is the sand we use in loading it up in a bag, just like this. So that's how we do it. As you can see, the bags, we have loaded it round the pond. The use of this bag is to bag up the sides and edges of the pond to avoid it from collapsing. So after loading up the bag until it is full, just get a baby stick just like this. You tie up the mouth of the bag. This avoids the bag from pouring up during usage. Alright, until we get to the second stage, the third stage. Alright viewers, we have come to the very third stage of this construction. Here, in the third stage, what we do is the bagging. What I mean by the bagging is the bags at which we load up the sand into is the very bag we use, to bag up the edges of the pond. This enables the pond from collapsing during rainfall or erosions, and it also prevents the fishes from eating up the sides and the edges of the pond, just like this, so that it will avoid collapsing. And this is how we do it in this very stage. We are going to bag it one by one, just like what I'm doing right now. So that's how we're going to do it, one by one, gradually, just as you can see right now. You can see how the bags are well and nicely arranged. This one, I can promise you, is durable and is of standard even during erosions. Alright viewers, As you can see, we have come to the very end of the third stage, which is the bagging stage. And the bagging stage, just as I said before, all we do is the bags. This is to set the edges of the pond. So the very first coach, 1, 2, 3, 4, and of course the fifth coach. The depth of this pond, as you can see, is 5 feet in depth. It's very, very okay for the fishes to dive in and dive out. As you can see, the pond, the bags are well arranged, beautifully arranged, in a form that can hardly collapse even during erosion. Well, after the third stage, now we move on to the fourth stage, which is the first and the last stage, which is the netting stage. Meet you guys later.